Hi, welcome to Foodservice Unboxed, where we unbox leading-edge products that are readily available in the market today. Now, if you've been following this channel so far, you know that I never appear on camera. So I can promise you that going forward, if you continue to follow, you'll see an awful lot less of this and an awful lot more of this.
Hey, Chef.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going out there, everybody?
It's going well. It's going very well.
That's good. That's good. Is the weather as beautiful there as it is here? Because it's like, I don't know, probably about 26 right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside.
No, it's not. So
Oh, no.
we don't want to talk weather. Not today.
Sorry.
I'm freezing. I got a sweater on. It's cold. It's very cold there.
I'm sure it's a stylish sweater.
Awesome. So, Chef, what are we doing today? What's on the?
Well, we've got some really great vegetable products from Bonduelle. We've got a fusion blend, which I think is going to have some really nice uses in food service in the summertime. There's some great dishes that you can do with it. It's a blend that sells quite well for them in a number of different ways, but I think we thought we'd try and articulate it in a few new ways and just kind of re-show it. Vegetables are perfect for the summertime, and with all the fresh herbs out there, I think that it's a good time to look at it again. And then we've also got they've got a selection of grilled vegetables, which I'm interested in showing you as well. I think that product is, again, it's going to be a leading edge product. And when I look at the product, how it's packed and put together, I'm very happy with what I've seen. So what I'll do is, how about we turn the camera around to first person view? We can take a look at the box and get into it.
Awesome. Let's go for it.
All right. Let me just flip this around. 2-2. You're going to get a quick look at my, oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful yard, Jay.
I know, hey?
Yeah, so you can see that I've done my summer planting.
We can't have plants out right now because it freezes here tonight.
I can't, eh? Okay.
All
right.
Not yet. So don't do that.
Okay. So, well, here, let's take you back and let you take a look at the product, and maybe that'll help you out a little bit.
Awesome.
More. So, how's that for lighting? Is that lighting okay for you?
That's perfect. Perfect, Chef.
Okay, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of start by running you quickly through a package too. And you know what? I don't have a knife to point with, so I'm just going to pick one up here. There's a precaution on this, right, on this case, that you aren't supposed to open this box with a knife. So I've done a little bit of preemptive strategy here. So, okay, so we're looking at a Bonduelle grilled vegetable trio, a branding 6 by 1 kilogram. So you've got a couple of kilograms of grilled zucchini, grilled eggplant, and the mixed peppers. And it's product of Portugal, grown in a really nice warm climate. And then it's prepared here in Strathroy, Ontario. I guess they do some repacking here as well. So we're just going to give you a quick tour of the packaging. On the end caps, you'll see some handling instructions. Nothing on this panel. Handling instructions, again, here, very important. And then when I tip this up, this is a top-down view. And there's a few things here. So as I pick up the stabilizer, you can see here. So you've got your cooking instructions, which tells you how to get the best results. And the cooking instructions are repeated on the bag, but you want to pay attention to these because this is not a fully cooked product. It's not a ready-to-serve product, so you want to do a little bit of cooking as well. You've got the same thing in French, and of course, do not allow contents to thaw, and do not use knife to open the box, right? So what I did is I've taken this box and I kind of pre-opened it and retaped it so that I could use scissors. And obviously, I think the reason is that they don't want a situation where you go in with a knife like this and you tear into it and you tear open a bag. Obviously, you don't want to do that because then you've got unsealed bags. And I didn't want to pull the ripcord and rip all the cardboard because I wanted to look nice for this unboxing. Okay. So let's have a look at what we got. Zucchini. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move this box back a little bit here. See if I've got some room to work with, and I'm gonna show you how this packaging works. All right. So you know me, I'm a fan of having really good packaging, and this does not disappoint. Now, normally I like to see, some detailed packaging on the outside, but that's okay with this category because the packaging on the inside I think is pretty stellar. You've got great branding here at the top, and it tells you duo de poivron rouge et jaune grillé. So I've got French and English here. Oh, this one is French. Oh, there you go. Grilled vegetables is written on the side here. It gives you a few tips here that tells you 7 minutes, storage tips, and a nice picture of what you're going to have inside the bag. So I really want to get into these different bags and not spend too much time on the outside. So let's do that. Let me grab a platter. My nice summery Mediterranean themed platter. Let's have a quick look at this product. So we've got some red peppers. Now, I can tell you, having had experience with grilled vegetables before that come in this type of a format, once you give them a little bit of time to thaw, the color really starts to come out and they get very, very bright all on their own.
Hey, Chef, when you look at products like this, like how much time is this going to save someone from not doing this from scratch?
This is okay.
Because this is huge.
If this was only about time, I'd be happy to tell you that. But it's about a lot more than time. So first of all, it's going to save people tons of time because obviously they've got a hand grill, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing. The other thing is it's going to save them a lot of workmanship. If you're standing at a grill, no grill, you know how with steaks, you look for a hot spot on a grill. So no grill is going to be perfect temperature all across the board. So you really got to watch these and be standing at the stove or the grill the whole time. So it's not just going to affect your time, it's going to affect the way you're using your labor because you have somebody standing there grilling something and they could be doing something else that you pay them for. So there's that. The other thing is that if you look at this, you know what? This is even better than I thought it was going to be. Let's see if I can get a bit more light on this. Yeah. If you look at this, look how the grill marks are nice and even. They're not too dark. There's a lot of, it's just the right amount of grilling. Look at the marks. They're so nice and uniform. Beautiful presentation. So you're going to serve a product that just looks fantastic. So yeah, great. I mean, yeah, you want to know that you're saving some time with these, but you also want to know that you're going to get results. And I think that you can get better and more consistent results with a product like this than simply by doing it yourself. It's just about the quality of workmanship. Not, nothing against all the cooks out there, but how are you going to get it this perfect? Right? I mean, that's my challenge to anybody. I mean, it's just really, really tough to do. So that's one thing. I wanted to look at, so these pieces here, the skin on eggplant, and I asked the manufacturer about this, and he has not seen an incident of it, but I was wondering what it would be like if I could just, I'm going to try it out. If I was to dust this in flour, lightly bread it, and fry it to make an eggplant sandwich or an eggplant appetizer, then you're just sort of bringing back the heat really, really quickly. I think that it would be a great substrate for that. These are sliced the right thickness. They're not too thick, they're not too thin, so that's a thing with zucchini, right? You don't want to have them too thin because then they just fall apart a little bit more easily. So let's take a look at one of the things. Here, let me grab I've got a springform pan here. So one of my favorite things to do with roasted vegetables is to make something called a strata, which is kind of like strata is sort of like it's almost like a bread pudding. That's like a savory style of bread pudding. So you take day-old bread, and then you put in this pan. You make an egg mixture like you would with making a quiche, and you get some cheese, and you just kind of pour it in. But I think that with a product like this, you've got the potential to be able to take these and weave them through. You can weave the vegetables throughout the springform pan and put them together like that, and then you can have the right amount of vegetables going throughout the strata or the quiche or whatever you're doing, because these will stand up quite nicely. You just lean them against the bread, and then you fill this up with an egg custard. You put some crusted bread over the top. Sourdough works perfectly with this, and you've got an excellent item that you can use for something like a Sunday brunch. So you've got a nice bread and vegetable, savory bread and vegetable pie. You can add some niçoise olives if you like. You can do anything you want with it. It's a great way to use leftovers up at brunch, brunch is the perfect brunch is the perfect meal occasion to use leftovers. So what you've got is a ready to serve, easy to work with product where you can take it, add a little bit of engineering and a little bit of workmanship to it, and come up with a beautiful, beautiful item like this. So that's kind of what I saw with this. Obviously, some of the other uses for this, it's perfect with sandwiches, perfect with salads. I think that this, when you thaw this out, let's see if I can just thaw it out with my hand. Yeah, so you thaw this and you can roll this around something, right? You could take a nice piece of cheese of some sort, roll it in prosciutto, and put it inside here, and then kind of grill it off. And then when the cheese melts, you've got a nice appetizer. There's a lot of different things that somebody who's got a little bit of creative talent can take and use quite handily, and you're taking the toughest labor out of it. What do you think? Have I lost you?
No, I was on mute. Sorry.
Oh, were you?
I was gonna say they're gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're uniform. Like they're all like it's just a great product. And I hate
just fantastic.
like I don't mean to be like a commercial, but they are awesome. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So using it as a strata, using it in those ideas, there's different things that you can do. Most people right now are using them for sandwiches, but I think it's time to introduce some new and exciting ideas to all the people out there that are going to be going back into restaurants and are probably going to be looking for something that's a little bit more experiential in nature these days. So I'm just going to, having said that, I'm just going to pull up the next box if you don't mind. And then we can come back. If you have any more questions on the grilled vegetables, we can talk about that while we're going through this. So this is the Fusion blend. It's a very popular blend with them. Let's just take you through this. So let's see. All right, so there's a labeling. So not a lot of branding here. Tells you the Fusion blend. There's a allergen warning that says it contains soy. Tells you where it's prepared. Over here is your Julian calendar. You should learn how to do your slash lines if you can do that, because those are the numbers that people want if you ever have a problem with the product. Mm-hmm. On this facing again, your usual instructions on handling. Same with the other end cap. This again, the same label as the other side, and then on top. These guys are smart putting, this label is a perfect place on top to put the cooking instructions. Mm-hmm. And then also one of the best things that you can do for this company, there's cooking instructions on here, but I would highly suggest that you go to their website, because their website they've got a few videos. They've got some really great ideas, and it's probably one of the best put together websites that I've seen for this category. It's quick and simple, and it's easy to get through, and it's very informative. So I would suggest that you go to their website and have a look. But for now, we're just going to open this up, and again, I'm not going to use a knife. Just a pair of scissors. I'll try not to run with them. I mean, some of the guys back in the day, you know, they'd just give this a punch, and that would damage the tape, and they'd peel the tape back. But I don't want to tear the box. All right. Hey, another platter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to pull one bag out of here. They're packed 4x. And I'm going to move this. I'm going to put this platter here. My wife's going to be happy. I'm using some of her favorite platters for this. Okay. So again, tells you that it's a food service package. Tells you frozen vegetables. You've got a really nice nutritional panel here. Name of the product, it's a fusion blend, and then a little bit of marketing here that talks about how they're the undisputed leader in processed vegetables and stuff like that. So, again, more branding on the bottom. So again, excellent. The inner packaging on this is excellent, and that's important because a lot of people that are going to be using these, when you're doing your meals at home and stuff like that, if you're putting stuff together for large groups, you can always consider something like this, right?
Oh, wow, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a nice.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I'm gonna spill a bit more out here.
Yeah. Like what? Like I think of today, and I think of what people are eating, what people are looking for, vegan, all these things, plant-based. I don't know why you wouldn't want that on your menu. Like that's gorgeous, man.
Well, I mean,
look at it.
Summer is all about injecting color into your menu. And I mean, the only color that I would say that I might want from this would be red. But if you're doing some sort of a summer salad, there's ways to inject red into your color scheme. But have a look at it. So, here's what I see. Here's what I don't see. What I don't see is wrinkled up pieces. What I don't see is any broken pieces. I don't see, and I'm just passing up. This is a basic eye test that I'm doing here. I'm not seeing any blemishes at all. If you are doing something like this, frozen, fresh-looking vegetables like this, it's all about visual quality, and this delivers 100%. I don't see anything in here that I would even consider to be questionable. So, yeah, beautiful product. I like the color scheme, and there's ways of injecting additional color into it as well. So let me just grab, what is that? That's an errant bean. Let me just grab a couple of things. Right now, people are doing a lot of tacos. This blend, I think, is an excellent, I think it's an excellent blend to go with seafood. I can see this being sauteed into something like a succotash, maybe with some sea scallops or with some ocean perch, which they do a lot of in Massachusetts, where succotash, I think, was one of the places where it was born. But if you've got something like a taco, and you're just adding a few of these to the top, this is just a simple taco. And you can see that it goes well with the colors that are already on there, and then a little bit of red from a few tomatoes, and away you go. So this is a great topping for a taco. At the bottom of these, there's some barbacoa at the bottom of these. I didn't really show you the meat, but the other thing too that I saw is that they make different types of things with sweet potatoes and carrots in them, and they do have another blend that's a roasting blend. If you ever want to do, you mentioned vegan, if you ever want to do a vegan taco and you want to spice up their roasting blend and use that as the substrate for this, and then you just top it with this, there's lots of opportunity there. And of course, you know, with edamame and with the beans in here, you're getting all your
that is
and stuff, right?
What a beautiful product. What a beautiful product.
Yeah. So now this is it's the blend is 50% corn, 30% black beans, I want to say, and 20% is the edamame. But you know, forgetting the numbers for a second, I would say that it's a very beautiful, even blend, and it's just the right blend. Sometimes if somebody's trying to use something that's a little bit cheaper, they'll have more of that in there, and you can just sort of see over the multitude that it's just the blend's just coming out a little bit uneven. So I think that this is a very nice, well-balanced blend. Let's look at another use for this. I have, and it's a personal channel where I do power bowls as a post-athletic diet, and I think something like this would be perfect for that. So you want to have some plant-based proteins mixed in with your regular proteins. That way you can eat maybe 2 ounces of meat and then backfill with this. But here you go. If you've got a Power Bowl program in your restaurant, there you go. Instant color, and then if you happen to be buying espresso souvlaki.
Hey chef, how long would you say that that product would take to thaw?
So the manufacturer's instructions, and my favorite way to thaw anything is to slack overnight.
Okay.
You just get 100% results. I mean, there are faster ways of thawing it, I'm sure. Let's have a closer look here. Oh, that's nice. There are faster ways to thaw it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a big believer in slacking it out. And then, of course, this is not an RTS product, so it then has to be cooked, right? So you have to put it into some boiling water, let the boiling water come back up, and then you just kind of check it every once in a while. But I mean, it's still going to be more consistent than doing this yourself. I mean, imagine if you got to take these and soak these and deal with them, and take the turtle beans and soak them yourself, and then go through the cook and then mix them after the fact. And if your cooks don't cook them the right way, the type of labor that you're saving with this is the right type of labor. It's labor that you can apply somewhere else. So again, I think this is an excellent product. So that's a couple of uses for that. I think I'd like to also position this with a succotash. I'm going to try working out a recipe that's going to work for that. But that's I think that's everything on these two products. Is there anything you wanted to ask about them?
No, but I just think they're awesome. Like, honestly, these are beautiful products. They're easy to use. I'm blown away by both of them, chef. I really am. And we're not here trying to do a pitch commercial, but man, look what they look like. Like, I love that roasted veg though, too. Like, it's just crazy. But you can like, my mind is just going racing. I hope my buddy chef Michael is watching this, because down in New York, because he'll probably be the same way, going, no way. Like, you could do so much with that roasted veg and sandwiches. Like, you could just go crazy with that.
Yeah, roasted veg and sandwiches, you know, do it as an appetizer. Again, like I said, in the strata. And don't forget ratatouille niçoise. So
yes.
We're doing, so one of the popular things with the ratatouille niçoise is you're going to be able to take this, and if it's pliable enough, you can do all of your circular layers, right? So you just get a hotel pan. Let's see how it sits. You really learn how to economize space in doing this show. This is like a 30 by 30. So you've got so your ratatouille as you do.
Yeah.
right? So you can see how you do it. You could kind of, if you're layering it this way and you're doing a different type of vegetable lasagnas and items like that. And the other thing too is, don't forget, there's a zucchini in with this. And if you're like me and you can't eat cheese, one of the best things you can do is eat different types of marrow vegetables like zucchini and eggplant, because they've got a sort of a creamy texture to them, and it sort of replaces that creamy, smooth flavor or texture that you would get with that you can only get from cheese. It's a great way to replace it by using vegetables, especially on a pizza. That you can do a pizza with no cheese and the right type of vegetable mix like these, and get that nice creamy texture that you want from them. So yeah, tons of different uses. So I can see this layered up in a ratatouille. I mean, you might have to trim some of these ends, but that's okay. Or you would wait till this would thaw, and I'm sure that it's pliable enough that it would unroll. So you can do that whole swirl where you go around the round circular dish and have that beautiful appearance, and the roasted flavor is only going to help.
Very cool.
Well, there you go. I don't think you need to look at this pan, though, right?
No, awesome job, chef. Thanks again. Great stuff. It looks so beautiful.
One more, let's see, one more money shot of these, and we'll let you get on with your day. So
there's that veg. That's incredible. Thank you, Bonduelle, for sending these, because these are just gorgeous.
Yeah, this is great. I'm gonna
look at that.
So I'm gonna do some styling with these this weekend and shoot some video on it, and I'll do some ideas on it. Hopefully, because this product's been sitting here thawing. Hopefully,
very cool.
If it doesn't, I'll just ask them for a little bit more. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thanks again, chef. And
my pleasure.
We'll have you back in a few weeks, and more to come.
Okay, have a good weekend. There's one more look at my garden as you go.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll look at my.
You're very welcome.
I think it's +5 here right now, and I am frozen in the studio.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So all the best. Thanks again for the shot, and everyone else, tune in next week.
Okay.
We are back. Next week, chef, we're live from Germany on Tuesday. We're going to go there and see FTIC Knives. We're going to get a tour behind the scenes of FTIC Knives. Then Friday for National Burger Day, we're back with more show with a burger challenge. Canada's ugliest burger challenge this Friday.
Oh, I think that's going to be great. And it's funny. I just did a burger on my feed.
I know. So I think some of the chefs are going to do that. All of our chefs are going to partake on this across Canada, and we've got a special guest judge, and we're going to crown the king or queen of the ugliest burger in Canada next Friday.
Well, that's great.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, burger probably tastes the best.
Exactly. All the best. Thanks so much. Take care.
All right. Thanks a lot. Take care.